I recently received a commission to resurface some jewelry necks. So a necklace would go on this, and underneath is it's simply fabric. So you can see there, it's just fabric that's been stretched over a form. And I've already removed one of them. This is what's underneath. On top of here, there was a little round piece and a sponge. I'm going to be 3D printing a replacement rather than using the sponge. I'll be printing two of them, in fact. Let's see. I used, whoever made this, let's see, El Salvador in 2003. They used a lot of glue, and it's also, take that out. This is a piece of cardboard, and I'm not gonna reuse this. I'm also not gonna be, I'm gonna be using leather to resurface it. This is sort of a fake leather. It doesn't, you can tell it doesn't survive very well. It gets all scratched up over time. But I'm going to be removing all this stuff from this one. And I'll also be resurfacing this. Also, though, this is fun. This is one that I made and resurfaced. Not resurfaced, surfaced. It's 3D printed. And I don't want this channel to only be 3D printing. I do a lot more than just using a 3D printer. But it is an excellent tool that if you look at it, I mean, both of these items, well, three rather, they're all, you know, these were made out of wood. This one's 3D printed, but you can't tell because it's covered with leather. So here's the piece of sponge that I mentioned, and this is just cardboard. Just falls apart right there. There's some sort of possibly a rubber cement. I'm not for sure though. Some sort of glue that I don't really like on there. And a sponge. And then here's the top. I can't tell if they put this fabric on there wet or if it just has a really stretchy, seems like it's just an extremely stretchy fake leather. And it looks pretty for a while, but then as it's used, it turns really bad. Underneath, with the one that I already took off, it is a mess. Let's see. It is a mess of staples and glue. The other one I was civil and removed the staples first. I'm considering some upgrades to the file. So with the other one that I 3D printed, I did a direct copy. Wow, I'll have to remove those. With the other one, I did pretty much a direct copy. I might figure out if I can cut in some video of that. It's the same pretty much. It's just a flat piece with a round thing to hold it up. And possibly a weight could go in there. I haven't decided if it needs it or not. And, you know, rounded edges. It's all of this is easy things to do in Fusion 360. But what I might do to make it easier on myself, if you'll notice, the leather being pulled over this, it has creases in the corners, and those can be difficult to work with. However, if I take this file and if I make it a little bit thicker, this is the jewelry neck. It is my version of the copy. of the wooden piece that I have. No foam on the top. That's a plastic piece. So move that away. On the top, it has the recess or material. So you can put the glue down there, stretch the material to it, and then you don't have to worry about there being too big of a bulge in the top. And the same with this guy. And then at the bottom, we have, bottom, we have this that attaches. So that way it prints, and that way it prints. Now, whenever I attach this, I had to sand down the edges a little bit, but it'll do a really nice interference fit. And when I printed this, with the bottom, the blue piece here, it printed this well. My Ender 3, it didn't have any issues doing this kind of an overlap. I didn't need to do any sort of support to anything like that. Then with this, let's see, you could put a weight in there. I'm having an issue getting this printing the exact right size to fit in there. You might need to, I don't know, print a couple different versions of this, different sizes. But I'll leave that in the file, and you can figure that out. Yeah. Oh, and another important part. This guy down here. This is the part that you'd wrap the necklace around. So it would one side to have your, trying to show it with my hands, show it with the mouse. So you'd have the left side of the necklace coming over here and then draping over there, the other side draping over the other side. And found out that it's actually supposed to be, let's see, wrong angle. It is supposed to be like this. It's actually supposed to be up like this, and so then the necklace goes and it drapes on one side, and the other one comes over and drapes on the other. But yeah, so that's the holder and all of the parts, and I'll have these all available on Thingiverse, and you can go and make your own jewelry neck holder thing. A good gift for a girlfriend or a wife or something like that.